Jim Pusey, the second winner of the Carl Anderson Memorial Trophy. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I was very happy with how I played and just being on a trophy that will be there forever.
Well, it's only the second running. Obviously, with it being a Memorial Trophy, we would prefer it not to be Memorial. We would prefer to obviously have the lad with us. But it sadly wasn't to be. But your darts on Friday were, I suppose, some of the best you've played in a while because you haven't really had a great deal of competition.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been a lot of darts at all. And with the bubbles gone, travel next year, I don't know if there will be a lot of darts.
Well, a lot of people have said that because of all the lockdowns and everything else, getting back into a venue up against players person to person as opposed to those that were playing online, they've got to relearn how to do all of that with the background noise, the hubbub, the banter and everything. Have you found the transition easy, difficult?
I found it easier because I prefer to play against you rather than on the camera. It's a lot easier in person, I find personally, but a lot of the other guys performed a lot better on stream than they did in person.
Well,
struggled.
Again, people have said that's because they're in the comfort of their own venue. They can be wearing what they want. They could have perhaps a drink off camera. You could have a smoke going or whatever. So
and there's no outside noise, like you said.
Yeah.
They were just comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you play well.
So where would you put your darts at the moment?
Oh, I don't know, 70% maybe.
70%. Is another gear to move into?
Oh, definitely. A lot more consistent as well. I feel like we need to play better players more often to lift it. I think we've hit a ceiling in our local leagues that I feel if we play more and more with the best of Australia, we'll just get better naturally and then be more competitive when we go over and compete in world tournaments and stuff.
So in the bubbles, it's really a case of I suppose one or two big fish leading the school around.
Yes, where we need to get all the big fish in a pond
and scrap it out.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going now? Obviously getting a win under your belt in a tournament. Obviously the rest of the weekend with the Oceanic Masters and the doubles hasn't particularly been very fruitful for you.
Yeah.
But in terms of the Carl Anderson Memorial Trophy win, another title to add to what's a burgeoning collection at the moment. What is the next step for you now to refocus, to devote a bit more time to perhaps the practice side of things, or to scale back?
Yeah, definitely. I think next year I might actually, I always say it, but put in the work and hopefully see some results and just actually give next year a real go and not half-ass it like I normally do.
Well, it's obviously a bit more difficult for you now, being a family man.
Yes, and I've got another one coming in March, so ideally I want to be doing well sooner rather than later, and then maybe when they're a bit older, tone it back. So maybe go hard for the end of this year. Well, there's not much else left, but get the work in for the start of January and February where the other tournaments start, and then have a good crack at next year and try and get over there and see how 2024 is.
Well, I know it's a newfangled concept over in WA, but you've got two, you've got a third on the way. Have you ever thought about buying one of these new television things? Because you're obviously devoting time elsewhere.
Well, you know, with all the streaming services out there, a subscription is expensive. There's not much on free there.
Cheery, it's always great talking to you, mate. Fantastic win. Congratulations on the Carl Anderson Memorial Trophy win. It is and will be for many, many years to come a very, very prestigious tournament for the players. So well done on that. And as usual, we will be keeping an eye on you and seeing what you're doing. And we wish you all the best going forward and have a safe trip back to WA, mate.
Thank you very much. It was an honour to win it, and maybe I'll get my name on there again.